Oh, yeah.
Yep. The segment is back. Are you drinking the Kool-Aid? That is the question that we ask today. And we've got the legit Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Which is sugar and water, essentially.
That's right. Stirred it up myself.
Yeah. Did you really?
No.
Oh. I fell for the old psych out again.
Yeah, well, it happens.
All right, so you guys know how this works. I'm going to give you a statement. If you believe in that statement, you will drink the Kool-Aid and explain why. If you don't, then, well, you won't drink the Kool-Aid. But you will explain why you're not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the Calgary Flames. They beat Toronto the other night. They beat Calgary last night. They got quite a few games against Montreal coming up, so it's not mathematically impossible for them to get back into a playoff spot. So here's your statement. The Calgary Flames are a legit playoff team. Are you drinking the Kool-Aid?
No, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid for that yet. Listen, the Montreal Canadiens have 3 games in hand.
Yeah.
And there's still a pretty significant point difference. And even if they were to win all those games, let's just say they ran the table against Montreal and won those 4 more games. I mean, the Canadiens still have 3 games in hand to find ways to continue to have a lead in that race. So for me, as much as I love this Kool-Aid, I'm going to say no, Billy.
It's not quite Flames red, so I can't drink the Kool-Aid on the Flames. It's too far back, too much to overcome. They win all those games. If they went straight out against Montreal, it's too much to ask. It's too much to ask of a team in the games in hand with Montreal. Calgary, they stumbled early. They cost some chances early in the season when they were supposed to be good, and they fell on hard times. Jeff Ward got fired. Daryl Sutter comes over, and he hasn't been able to completely turn the ship around.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm not surprised by the answers here.
Jackie?
No, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Okay.
You've heard me on the Calgary Flames. Fraudulent.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Fraudulent.
Wow.
This year. Maybe next year they can get better, but anyway.
Okay.
We started off with the softball.
All right.
So now we're heading into Norris Trophy conversation.
Okay.
Here's your statement. Adam Fox is your Norris Trophy candidate, in terms of candidate.
Listen, for me, cheers to Adam Fox. Yes, I'm going to have a little sip.
Ooh. How is it?
First taste.
Not bad.
I mean, I was expecting an oh yeah, but that's fine.
Well, listen, I don't know if it's that good, but it's good. Listen, Adam Fox is leading all defense.
Top 3 or the leader?
To me, he's the front runner right now, and I know the Rangers aren't in a playoff spot right now. I think that matters more for MVP than necessarily a Norris Trophy winner. I think usually because defensemen are so valuable, when a guy wins a Norris, usually his team is in the playoffs. This is a different year. The Rangers had a tough start. But if you're watching the Rangers right now, boy, look out. They're playing well. Look at that. First in points amongst defensemen, playing great. For me, he's the front runner right now. We got a little time to go, Billy, but he's been impressive. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah, he's a finalist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He gives you the oh, yeah.
When you watch him play, when he distributes the puck, it's on his stick. His decision-making so fast and so quick. He's thinking ahead of the game. The greatest player of all time, Wayne Gretzky, always seemed a couple of steps ahead. When you watch Fox play, he has the same sort of ice awareness, vision, because when it comes on his stick, all of a sudden it's quickly off his stick and it's on the tape. And he's a one-man breakout. He starts to play, gets it out, and the minutes have started to increase and increase and increase under Quinn. So he's getting better, and out of Harvard, they got a stud there as they found him. And D'Angelo getting moved and everything that happened with him opened up that hole for Fox.
More room
to get the power play time.
Yeah.
And quarterbacking that power play, and how many wondered, could he quarterback the power play and be there? But when you watch his chemistry with Panarin and those forwards, really good transition game. When he starts it, they go the other way quickly because he just gets it off his stick. And a defenseman, you don't have to hold on to it a lot. He's an elite skater as well.
Yep.
But just the way that he distributes the puck is some of the best in the business.
And he's got a nice chemistry with Ryan Lindgren right now as defensive partner, so that is nice. And, he's funny with Adam because he kind of forced his way to the Rangers because being a college player with the CBA, you can determine when you want to leave college. And he was originally a Flames pick. They moved him to Carolina. He kind of let the Hurricanes know, I'll go back to school. Hurricanes eventually traded him to the Rangers, so the Rangers were fortunate that Adam Fox wanted to be there.
Interesting. All right, are you guys 2 for 2? You guys have agreed on both?
We have agreed on both.
All right, number 3. Maybe this one will be a little more controversial.
Okay.
Philip Grubauer, who is going to be missing in action for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hope you're well. Is a front runner for the Vezina.
Okay. Says he is the front runner. I believe it says.
Well, it actually says, well,
says
the on there, but not in my notes, which are really,
okay.
that's what I'm going
really
off
more
of.
important.
We can take the out of there if you want.
Well,
listen, this isn't a debate about the statement.
That's right. Yeah, listen. I think Philip Grubauer has played great this year. To me, there's no question about that. But I don't know if I see him as a front runner for the Vezina Trophy right now. So as delicious as the Kool-Aid is, I'm going to hold off.
I'll drink it. He has to be in the conversation.
I'll drink it.
I'll drink it.
I'll take part of it. He has to be part of the conversation because of the numbers. Andrei Vasilevsky has slipped a little bit of late. The save percentage. Marc-Andre Fleury, he's not going to get as many games down the stretch because Robin Lehner, they're going to split duties. Connor Hellebuyck's been picking up his game. Saros, there's an interesting one. The way that Saros has played with Nashville, and if they get in the playoffs, he might be able to win the Vezina just on that run because the last 20, 30 games have been out of this world for Saros. But the consistency for Grubauer, he does have a good team in front of him. But you need to make the stops when called upon. So Vasilevsky and him, to me, are the front runners.
Okay.
I'll put Vasilevsky.
I think that's fair.
I'll put Vasilevsky and Grubauer as the two top front runners.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Next up, a team from the East Division will play in the Stanley Cup final. Now, this is interesting because we don't know how it's all going to line up once we get out of the interdivision play.
Yeah, and that is interesting, right? Because normally we would have some kind of grid. You're in the Eastern Conference or in the Western Conference. We know you have a chance to get there.
You have to go through X, Y, yeah.
That's right. This year, the division winners will be the 4 division winners will be in the semifinal, and then it'll be reseeded due to points, right?
Yes.
So the East winner, for example, if they're fortunate, I think the team, the side you want to play is the North, based on what we've seen so far. I don't think you want to play Colorado Vegas or the winner of the Central. So it's hard to really make a statement. So because of that, bells and whistles, just like you. I got my bells and whistles too.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid because I don't know yet where the lineup is.
Okay.
I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid on that either. There's too many good teams around the league. If you look, and it's going to be so tough to come out of that East Division. Yeah. That's the problem. You might have 2 7-game series just to get out because Capital is.
That's right. Put you at a disadvantage. That's a great thought.
They've already played 1,000 times, and then if they play each other 7 times, imagine how banged up you could get in a 7-game series with the hatred that you have going on in the divisions. And the other teams, the Central's a really good division. The top 3 in the Central are legit, and trying to get to the Stanley Cup Finals and how it shakes out with the reseeding, I just can't put them into a Stanley Cup Final. There's too many good. There's too many good teams. If they ended up playing a Tampa Bay, anyone, or if they got a Vegas Colorado matchup, something like that, it would be really tough.
Yeah.
All right, last topic, and I'm most excited for this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Here's your statement.
Okay.
The Florida Panthers are the best team in the Central Division.
Oh, come on.
Are you drinking the Kool-Aid? You got to put Billy Lindsay in this spot.
I got to start.
Billy, you go first. Yes. Give him the picture.
Yeah. A little more.
What's
a little more?
What's it called? Drinking the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, you're drinking.
Yeah, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Yes. The whole cup's gone. It's empty.
You threw that back down the hatchet. No big deal.
So it's done. But best team, and I do believe that's a possibility. I've watched them play firsthand. I've seen them. They've struggled against Carolina at times. But the depth that they've added with Bennett and Gusev at the trade deadline and the goaltender Chris Driedger and Bobrovsky, they've got that 1-2 punch. They, to me, stand up toe-to-toe. I've watched the games personally, and when they're at their best, and drinking the Kool-Aid, I've drank the Kool-Aid, but I'll be honest with people. With the Panther teams that I've seen in the past compared to this one, this is the best team that we've ever had in South Florida. Better than our 96 team that went to the Stanley Cup final. As far as the talent-wise, and all of a sudden the chemistry's finally there. They get along in the dressing room, and you got one of the best coaches in the game behind the bench. And I've seen them play a lot of games, and when they are at their best and they are on skating, they're as good as Tampa Bay and they're as good as Carolina. I guarantee you that.